Woo! Here we go. Woo! Woo! Here we go. That was even worse. Woo! I don't even know if I'm gonna keep that on. You're hearing this? I did. And I'm on top of a mountain. Up a mountain. Mountain. I should have kept that skull. I kind of regret not keeping the skull. If I see a skull with an articulated... Hold on, I'm gonna go up here for a second. There's bones up here, wasn't there? Many of them skulls. You don't have a jaw, though. Oh, you have a jaw. Hello. Yes. Yes. Okay, I'm keeping you. That's my talking skull. Is it nighttime? Whoa. Yeah, it's 9 p.m. I didn't even realize it was nighttime in this game. Oh, did I like wait by accident or something? I don't even know. Alright, well, it's nighttime in the game. And I gotta get off this mountain. Cut! That's a long ways down. See if I can get down without killing myself. I think I can get up that way, but... Oh good, I'm going south. Yes. I don't know how they got shout foos from going south, but... Oh. Oh my. Shout foos! Oh, I'm gonna die. Yep. Killed a dragon. And I got killed by a thing. Where the hell were you two? Oh wait. My skull! My skull! Talkie skull! Oh no. Where'd Talkie skull go? Wait, does this one do it? Oh my gosh. Oh, I have my talking skull. Doesn't quite do it. Alright, never mind. See it this time. Where are my people at? Oh no. keep in your pelt? Oh, make a blanket. Can't see anything. Oh, the moons are pretty high. And now, the people are with me. I'm gonna find a place to nap. And I'm gonna nap. Oh. I know where I am. I think this dude just like randomly attacks you, right? Okay, let's call it cottage. Maybe I can talk to him? Hello? Oh, no? Guess I can't talk to him. Ow. Yeah, it's still considered theft, though. What is this dude up to? This might be theft. Yeah, it's all stealing. A lot of good books, though. Oh my god, can't sleep while trespassing. Annoying. You know what? I'm gonna change my mind and not shoot this guy. Because that's annoying. I can't sleep there, there's no point. Ruins. Cave. Did you get some caves? Great.
Damn you!
What was that?
Guess I'm a trespasser here.
Nothing here after all.
Someone there.
Figure out what the story of this place was. Crabs, nothing. Yeah, the treasure map. Hello.
Let's get going.
I need to trade some things with you.
What do you need to take?
Oh, I need to take, what do I need to give?
Let
I came in here to get some sleep. So I might as well do that. But first. Go, Wedgie. Pick it. Is there no secret way out? There's one way in, one way out. Interesting. And man, do I've got a bunch of stuff to sell. It's gonna be one of those boring, I'm selling things sessions. Like this morning when I was like, I'm gonna kill mobiles in one shot, and then spend forever on his guy. Like forever on his, like, yeah, I killed you. Sad about the dog, but you know. I didn't want to search that dog for my missing arrow anyway. I really use a mammoth tusk, but that's alright. Water looks good. I forget what mods. Yeah. Hello.
Are you finished ogling the grotesque? I suppose I should be grateful you didn't simply attack me.
Your skin. Are you ill?
I am one of the afflicted. I'd have been dead from this plague a year ago if not for Periite's protection.
Where are you going, and why aren't you wearing a mask?
Returning to High Rock. Our shepherd lost his way, and I fear Periite's wrath may consume those who remain with him. Kesh could tell you more. I just want out of Skyrim as quickly as possible.
Dude's got COVID. Like, I don't even know. COVID jokes are not funny. That's why I clench my teeth at night. Remember when the pandemic first started, I was playing on SE and I got a cold mod and everybody in Windhelm wore masks and I was like, this is too close to home. Wore masks. It's doing the random shouts again. Arr! Awesome, cause it. Hello.
The warm sand of elsewhere is
Welcome.
far away from
If I
me.
cannot
have you got for
serve
sale?
you, I am sure. Take a look.
You're a kid with them now? That's crazy. How much gold you got? 590. Oh, I can't see how much gold you have.
Mayor, I have traveled far
What have you got for
across
sale?
Tamriel. Take a look.
Okay, there's your gold. Can't see what I'm selling, but... Yeah, that's your stuff. God.
I hope that you will come to do business with us again.
Of course. I've got no issues with the cat people. Other than the fact that their fans on Earth are a little creepy. I mean, specifically, like, the whole cat girl thing. I watched too much crap. Okay. Oh my god, I hope I didn't attack anybody. Yay, I'm at 30 minutes. How much gold do I have? I can buy a house. Whoa.
I need to ask you to stop. That
Won't happen again.
Good. Glad we straightened that out.
Unless Dragonborn speaks naturally, as I have to say about it. Shout Wold!
He summons the Thor.
Won't happen again. It's what we'll do again. I won't do that again, I promise. He does it again. Oh yeah. Hello.
Still here.
I need to trade some things with you.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
That you are, my dear. Alright. Agent Lord. And you back. Glow sparks. Charo.
Lead on.
No, that's gonna take me forever to go over to you. But I've got stuff to sell you, and I want to sell it to you now.
Got some good pieces out here if you're looking to buy. I don't claim to be the best blacksmith.
What have you got for sale?
Blades, helmets, pretty much anything to suit your needs.
I can't see what I'm selling. Save that for the disenchant, but
Don't forget to check inside the shop if you need anything.
it is really coming down. Which is hilarious, because I'm like overheating in this giant sweater for a different video game.
Come to chat with an old friend.
I'm totally the guy wearing the shirt to the show of a different band. Like, I wore my Rob Zombie t-shirt to Power Man 5000. It's not like that at all. Like I wore my Power Man 5000 t-shirt to the Fear Factory show. And now you know when the last time I actually went to concerts was. Okay. Whew. Hello.
Not again last
I serve Jarl Balgruff as steward.
I'd like to purchase a house in the city.
Splendid. There's a house available right now.
Then I'll take it.
Wonderful. Here's the key to your new home.
I'd like to decorate my home.
I'll be glad to help you. There are many ways to improve your home, provided you have the coin. And of course, don't forget to consult your home decorating guide for descriptions of the decorations you can buy. Now, what would you like to purchase?
Let's see.
Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase?
Yeah.
Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings
Such a
will
money
be in
sink,
place.
but I'm just doing it anyway.
Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new furnishings will be in place. Is there anything else you'd like to purchase? Very well. I'll make the arrangements. The next time you visit your house, your new
Oh wow,
furnishings
I had enough
will
money
be
for all that? I must have had enough money for all that.
in place.
Crazy that I had enough money for all that. Like, insane. I thought I only had. Oh, I guess I had 6,000 when I was talking to you, Kitty.
Kitty cat.
They're reforming the
Santa
dog
Con-
guard. Vampire hunters or something.
Hello.
In the old fort near Riverwood.
Hello.
It's a shame, isn't it?
I have a delivery from Idgrod.
Yorick's sister? Poor child. Magic runs deep in that family's bloodline. It's not always a blessing. Thank you for this. Something for your trouble.
Tell me about this tree.
This is the Gildergreen. It was planted as a seedling in the early years of Whiterun. Disciples of Kinneret could sense something holy in it, and traveled far to hear the winds of the goddess in its branches. They built the temple. Of course, not as many pilgrims these days.
Why haven't the pilgrims been coming?
A big dead tree isn't very inspiring if you're coming to worship the divine of wind and rains. Kinneret gives life, and we need a living tree to be her symbol.
Is there any way to revive the tree?
I've thought about that. Trees like this never really die, they only slumber. I think if we had some of the sap from the parent tree, we could wake up its child. But even if you could get to the Eldergleam, you couldn't tap it. Not with any normal metal.
What kind of weapon would work?
Eldergleam is older than metal, from a time before men or elves. To even affect it, you have to tap into the old magic. You'll have to deal with the Hagravens. I've heard about the weapon they've made for sacrificing Spriggans. It's called Nettlebane. The hags terrify me, or I would have gone after it myself.
I'll get Nettlebane for you.
Your spirit is strong. Kinnaret's winds will guide your path. It's held in a Hagraven nest called Orphan Rock.
I don't like it for bracers. They look a little janky. Because they got all these like cords, but then the cords just go around it with that. Some furs on the inside. Yes, of course it is. Okay, the thunder sounds really real. Like, it's crazy.
Got something for just about about everybody in here. Give a holler if you have any questions.
Hello. Hello.
Everything's for sale, my friend.
What have you got for sale?
Everything. Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Let's open the menu over here where I can see it. Good. This is me selling, right? Yep. Oh. Takes forever. Next time I play, it should be able to work. I should be able to sell more, so. They're each worth 2. You know what? Yeah, it's fine. We'll oversell.
Do come back. I'd even
What do you
buy
got
one
for
of
sale?
your relatives if you're looking to sell. Yeah, that's a little joke.
What have you got for sale?
Some may call this junk. Me, I call them treasures.
Is there anything you have that I want? I have enough bear pelts. I'll cheat on a quest, it's all good. That was 400, huh?
Remember, I'll give you the best deals. Got something to say?
I don't know why you followed me out of the store, but that's fine. It's my house.
Welcome to your new home! This decorating guide provides a list of packages that you can purchase from the steward of the hold. Each package contains furnishings and decor
right
for a
behind
specific part of your
Trade some things
house,
with you.
and these will be delivered and placed for you upon purchase. All you need to do is provide the gold, and the steward will take care of the rest. The next time that you visit your home after making your purchase, you will see your decorations and furnishings in place. Now, we all know that the best parties start in the kitchen, so you should get this package, which includes a fire pit, a small table and 2 chairs, as well as a shelf to store those cooking supplies. Of course, once you're done eating, you're going to want to recline in the living room. This package provides wall-mounted shelves, a few side tables, and 2 chairs placed near the fire pit, all near the center of the ground floor. For more formal meetings, there's the dining room set. Adds a long wooden table and bench, as well as several shelves loaded with cutlery, dishes, and cookware that you can sell to Bellathor when you're short for cash. Of course, if you're one of the more industrious types here in Whiterun, we have an alchemy laboratory package that adds an alchemy crafting station, a reading table and chair, and a large wardrobe to the rear area of the ground floor. But wait, there's more. It also includes the addition of a wall to divide the laboratory from the dining room. Had enough of brewing potions, making yourself sick, and wasting alchemical ingredients? Why not adopt a child? The children's bedroom package replaces the alchemy laboratory, and you can choose to furnish the room in the rear of your home with a cozy child's bedroom. Includes 2 beds, chests, and wall hangings. Do note that this package will replace the alchemy laboratory if you have already purchased it, and vice versa. No refunds, folks. And then, of course, there is the loft. We all know that Lydia loves to hang out creepily in her home. Well, this package includes a few chairs and tables to fill out the upper level loft where she will sit quietly and ominously waiting for you to return home. And last, but not least, the bedroom. It adds 2 bedside tables, a dresser, and a small table with 2 chairs to the master bedroom. This also includes the addition of a wall to give the bedroom added privacy. All this and more can be yours by simply visiting Proventus Avenici at Dragon's Reach. We look forward to your purchases, friends, and happy decorating.
Why does he keep throwing notes up there? Stop with adding notes. I'm gonna read more books later. Get up there. I know an open way, or I want to put the axe up there. Here we go. I like putting the axe up way right up there. He's got a bunch of weapons that I want to like. Where's Lydia? There she is. Hello.
I've got your back.
I need to trade some things with you.
How can I serve you, my Thane?
Deadly take. God, what is going on?
Let's get going then.
Yeah, that's a single weapon box. So I can throw these. Man. Actually pretty cool. I kind of like the way the scimitar looks. Cool.
First of last seed, 2920, Mournhold, Morrowind. They were gathered in the Duke's courtyard at twilight, enjoying the smell and warmth of a fire of dry branches and bittergreen leaves. Tiny embers flew into the sky, hanging for a few moments before vanishing.
I was rash,
agreed the Duke soberly.
But Locan had his laugh, and all is well. The Morak Tong will not assassinate the Emperor now, that my payment to them is at the bottom of the inner sea. Thought you had made some sort of a truce with the Daedra princes.
What your sailors call a Daedra may not have been one, said Sothasu. Perhaps it was a rogue battle mage, or even a lightning bolt that destroyed your ship.
The prince and the emperor are en route to take possession of Ard Lambassi as our truce agreed. It is certainly typical of the Cyrodiil to assume that their concessions are negotiable, while ours are not.
Vivek pulled out a map.
We can meet them here in this village to the northwest of Ard Lambassi, Ferventhiel. Or will we meet them to talk?
Asked Almalexia.
Or to make war?
No one had an answer to that. 15 last seed 2920, Ferventhiel, Morrowind. A late summer squall blew through the small village, darkening the sky except for flashing of lightning, which leapt from cloud to cloud like acrobats. Water rushed down the narrow streets ankle deep, and the prince had to shout to be heard by his captains but a few feet away from him. There's an inn up ahead! We will wait there for the storm to pass before pressing on to Ard Lambassi! The inn was warm and dry and bustling with business. Barmaids were rushing back and forth, bringing grief and wine to a back room, evidently excited about a famous visitor. Someone who was attracting more attention than the mere heir to the Empire of Tamriel. Amused, Juilek watched them run until he overheard the name, Vivek. My lord Vivek, he said, bursting into the back room. You must believe me, I knew nothing about the attack on Blackgate until after it happened. We will of course be returning it to your care forthwith. I wrote you a letter to that effect at your palace in Balmora, but obviously you're not there. He paused, taking in the many new faces in the room. I'm sorry, let me introduce myself. I'm Juilek Cyrodiil. My name is Almalexia, said the most beautiful woman the prince had ever seen. Won't you join us? Sothasil, said a serious-looking Dunmer in a white cloak, shaking the prince's hand and showing him to a seat.
Indoril Brindisi Torum, Duke Prince of Mournhold,
said the massively built man next to him as he sat down. I recognize that the events of last month suggest at best that the Imperial army is not under my control, said the prince after ordering some wine. This is true. The army is my father's. I understood that the Emperor was going to be coming to Ard Lambassi as well, said Almalexia. Officially, he is, said the prince cautiously. Unofficially, he's still back in the Imperial city. He's met with an unfortunate accident. Vivek glanced at the Duke quickly before looking at the prince. An accident? He's fine, said the prince quickly. He'll live, but it looks like he'll lose an eye. It was an altercation that has nothing to do with the war. The only good news is that while he recovers, I have the use of his seal. Any agreement we make here and now will be binding to the Empire, both in my father's reign and mine. Then let's start agreeing, smiled Almalexia. 16 last seed 2920, Rotnaga, Cyrodiil. The tiny hamlet of Rotnaga greeted Cassia with its colorful houses perched on a promontory overlooking the stretch of Rothgarnian mountain plain and high rock beyond. Had he been in a better mood, the sight would have been breathtaking. As it was, he could only think that in practical terms, a small village like this would have meager provisions for himself and his horse. He rode down into the main square where an inn called the Eagle's Cry stood. Directing the stable boy to house and feed his horse, Cassia walked into the inn and was surprised by its ambience. A minstrel he had heard play once in Gilderdale was performing a jaunty old tune to the clapping of the mountain men. Such forced merriment was not what Cassia wanted at the moment. A glum Dunmer woman was seated at the only table far from the noise, so he took his drink there and sat down without invitation. It was only when he did so that he noticed that she was holding a newborn baby. I've just come from Morrowind, he said rather awkwardly, lowering his voice.
What is it?
I've been fighting for Vivek and the Duke of Mournhold against the Imperial army. A traitor to my people, I guess you'd call me. I am also a traitor to my people, said the woman, holding up her hand which was scarred with a branded symbol. It means that I can never go back to my homeland. Well, you're not thinking of staying here, are you? Laughed Cassie. It's certainly quaint, but come wintertide there's gonna be snow up to your eyelashes. It's no place for a new baby. What's her name? Osriel. It means beauty of the forest. Where are you going? Dwynnin, on the bay in High Rock. You're welcome to join me. I could use the company. He held out his hand. Cassia Whitley. Tirala, said the woman after a pause. She was going to use her family names first, as is tradition, but she realized it was no longer her name. I would love to accompany you, thank you. 19 Last Seed 2920, Aldlambasi, Morrowind. 5 men and 2 women stood in the silence of the great room of the castle, the only sound the scroll of quill on parchment and the gentle tapping of rain on the large picture window. As the prince set the seal of Cyrodiil on the document, the peace was made official. The Duke of Mournhold broke out in a roar of delight, ordering wine brought in to commemorate the end of 80 years of war. Only Soka Sill stood apart from the group. His face betrayed no emotion. Those who knew him best knew he did not believe in endings or beginnings, but in the continuous cycle of which this was but a small part. My prince, said the castle steward, unhappy at breaking the celebration, there is a messenger here from your mother, the Empress. He asked to see your father, but as he did not arrive... Juilek excused himself and went to speak with the messenger. The Empress does not live in the Imperial City, asked Vivek. No, said Aunt Alexia, shaking her head sadly. Her husband has imprisoned her in Black Marsh, fearing that she was plotting a revolution against him. She is extremely wealthy and has powerful allies in the Western Colovian estates, so we could not marry another or have her executed. They've been at an impasse for the last 17 years since Juilek was a child. The prince returned a few minutes later. His face betrayed his anxiety, though he took troubles to hide it. My mother needs me, he said simply. I'm afraid I must leave at once. If I may have a copy of the treaty, I will bring it with me to show the Empress the good we have done today. And then I will carry it on to the Imperial City, so it may be made official. Prince Juilek left with the fond farewells of the 3 of Morrowind. As they watched him ride out in the rain-swept night towards Black Marsh, Vivek said, Tamriel will be much healed when he has the throne. 31 Last Seed 2920, Dorsa Pass, Black Marsh. The moon was rising over the desolate quarry, steaming with swamp gas from a particularly hot summer, as the prince and his 2 guard escort rode out of the forest. The massive piles of earth and dung had been piled high in antiquity by some primitive, long-dead tribe of Black Marsh, hoping to keep out some evil from the north. Evidently, the evil had broken through a Dorsa Pass, the large crack in the sad, lonely rampart that stretched for miles. The black, twisted trees that grew on the barrier cast strange shadows down like a net tangle. The prince's mind was on his mother's cryptic letter, hinting at the threat of an invasion. He could not, of course, tell the Danmer about it, at the very least until he knew more and had notified his father. After all, the letter was meant for him. It was its urgent tone that made him decide to go directly to Gideon. The Empress had also warned him about a band of former slaves who attacked caravans going into Dorsa Pass. She advised him to be certain to make his Imperial shield visible, so they would know he was not one of the hated Dunmer slavers. Upon riding into the tall weeds that flooded through the pass like noxious river, the prince ordered that his shield be displayed. I can see why the slaves use this, said the prince's captain. It's an excellent location for an ambush. Juilek nodded his head, but his thoughts were elsewhere. What threat of invasion could the Empress have discovered? Were the Akaviri on the seas again? If so, how could his mother from her cell in Castle Geovese know of it? A rustle in the weeds and a single sharp human cry behind him interrupted his ponderings. Turning around, the prince discovered that he was alone. His escort had vanished. The prince peered over the stretch of moonlit sea of grass, which waved in almost hypnotic patterns to the ebb and flow of the night wind, billowing through the pass. It was impossible to tell if a struggling soldier was beneath this system of vibrations, a dying horse behind another. A high whistling wind drowned out any sound the victims of the ambush might be making. Juilek drew his sword and thought about what to do, his mind willing, his heart not to panic. He was closer to the exit of the pass than the entrance. Whatever had slain his escort must have been behind him. If he rode fast enough, perhaps he could outrun it. Spurring his horse to gallop, he charged for the hills ahead, framed by the mighty black piles of dirt. When he was thrown, it happened so suddenly he was hurtling forward before he was truly conscious of the fact. He landed several yards beyond where his horse had fallen, breaking his shoulder and his back on impact. A numbness washed over him as he stared at his poor dying steed, its belly sliced open by one of several spears jutting up just below the surface of the grass. Prince Juilek was not able to turn and face the figure that emerged from the grass, nor able to move to defend himself. His throat was cut without ceremony. Miramor cursed when he saw the face of his victim more clearly in the moonlight. He had seen the Emperor at the Battle of Bodrum when he had fought in his Imperial Majesty's command, and this was clearly not the Emperor. Searching the body, he found the letter and a treaty signed by Vivek Almalexia Sothasil, and the Duke of Mournhold representing Morrowind, and the Prince Suilek Cyrodiil representing the Cyrodiil Empire. "Curse my luck!" muttered Miramor to himself in the whispering grass. "I've only killed a prince. Where's the reward in that?" Miramor destroyed the letter as Duke had instructed him to do, and pocketed the treaty. At the very least, such a curiosity would have some market value. He disassembled the traps as he pondered his next step. Return to Gideon and ask his employer for a lesser reward for killing an heir? Move on to other lands? At very least, he considered he had picked up 2 useful skills from the Battle of Bodrum. From the Dunmer, he had learned excellent spear traps, and abandoning the Imperial army, he had learned how to skulk in the grass.
Does exist.
The years continued in Hearthfire.
Alright. Oops. Except did I really just sell my backpack? Oh wait, what?
Till next time. You and me. Trinkets, odds and ends, that sort of thing.
Tons of gold now. I really effed up. Oh, that's why.
All right, then.
Hello?
It means so much to us to have the claw back where it belongs. Thank you.
Where's Lydia?
Still here.
I had to trade some things with you.
How can I serve you, my Thane?
I think I done just told you. Hey. Come on. Look at him standing. It's annoying. Like, what?
You lead, I'll follow.
Hello.
The Riverwood trader. Oh, a bit of this and a bit of that.
Glad you don't trust me. Computer, quick save. Shopping day. Somehow broke more of a sweat, probably from all
My
running
sister
around.
Camilla or I will be happy to help you.
Computer quick save. Alright. Talk to y'all later.